Deficit hyperactivity disorder, most commonly known as ADHD, affects approximately 1 in 20 Australian children these days. But now new research suggests that a child's diet could be the key to eliminating the disease.
A blind trial conducted with patients in the Netherlands and Belgium found that a change to a child's diet reduced the effects of ADHD in up to 65% of the children involved in that study. Well, for more on how diet can help control a child's behaviour, we're joined now by naturopath and mother of two, Angela Council. Good morning to you, Angela.
Hi Larry.
Now, you've been working with families on this for about the past 7 years, right? So,
Yes.
so what do you make of this research in front of us?
I actually find that probably even more children are actually really improved with their diet and their behaviour. So most of the clients that come to see me, they really want to get their children better. So I actually have better results than the 65%. I would say most clients that come to me actually notice a big difference.
Really?
Oh,
okay. So in your opinion, what can be causing this reaction to food?
Look, there's lots of different things. There's the chemicals in the foods, there's the additives, there's preservatives. And even though, research says these small amounts in foods don't affect us, most of the research is done on adults. It's not done on children because they don't test on children. The other thing is little bits all add up. And when we're getting lots and lots of things into the body can't deal with it. The immune system can't deal with it. The digestive system can't deal with it. And a diet that's really, really high in these processed type foods, they're just not getting the right nutrients for their brain. So their brain really isn't developing properly.
Okay. So what sort of foods are most commonly sort of found to affect behaviour negatively?
Lots of the colours, all the really bright colours, like the yellows and the oranges, they've got chemicals in them, and some of them are actually known to be neurotoxins. MSG in itself is actually a known neurotoxin, and it's actually banned in babies' food for children under the age of 12 months, but it's actually available for other children to eat, and you don't really know that you're getting it. So children that are eating these really bright colours things, they get very hyper, and most parents will actually tell you that. They can see that when their children eat that.
And Angela, one point that you've got there which is really interesting is that labels with lots of numbers on it. If you actually...
Because parents get very confused and they say, well, what do I feed my child? And I tell my clients, well, look, if you've got a label and it is full of numbers, you need a decoder to actually read what's in it. You shouldn't be feeding it to your child.
I bought my kids wraps once. I wasn't paying attention, didn't know, and somebody actually pointed it out. And even between different brands of wraps, there's a whole
it's a really big difference.
Yeah, so
but yeah, if something's got a label and it's got lots of chemicals on it and you can't pronounce it, you shouldn't be eating it.
Okay, that's the bad stuff. What do we try and feed the kids for a positive effect?
Good stuff. Stuff that came from nature.
Simple?
There's plenty of colour in nature. So we're looking at...
This is good colour, not bad colour, right?
This is good colour, that's bad colour. So look, all your fruits, your vegetables, things that really don't have labels on them. They don't have numbers. The most they might have is a sticker that says apple, for those that don't know what it is. But that's what we should be feeding our children, and that is quite simple.
Yeah, and I like that last point. It'll take time to transition. You can't just plonk all this in front of them after feeding them rubbish, right?
No, that's right, because this type of food is very addictive. And kids will look at that and go, no, I don't want to eat it. But obviously, the earlier you start them on this, the easier it is to actually get them in. There's also research that shows that if you continue to present food up to 11 times, a child will eventually eat it. So it's just a matter of giving it to them. Our job as parents is to give them healthy food. It's their job to eat it.
So they say that freshly cooked food, that's the key. But a lot of mums and dads are time poor and just can't get it all together. So what's a good thing to go for around dinner time?
Well, I understand time poor. I run a business. I've got 2 young kids. I know what it's like to be time poor, but I cook a meal every single night, and really simple things like, one thing, plan your meals. Plan on the weekend what you're going to have, so you know what veggies you need. Chop some up, freeze them. Put them in the freezer. You've got your serves. You can take them out.
Uncooked? You mean raw?
Yeah, just chop them up and just put them in the freezer.
Okay.
And because they're only going to be there for a couple of days, you're going to take them out. You can get the meat already cut up at the supermarkets. Mix it all together. There you are. You've got a stir fry. You can do that in 12 or 15 minutes. So simple things like spaghetti bolognese, where you can hide a lot of the veggies, the meatballs. And then we've just got some chicken and rice. These things don't take long to cook.
Yes.
But the biggest thing is really, if you plan it in advance, you know what you're going to cook.
Thank you, Angela. Good tips there.
Thank you.
Good to keep in mind. After the break,